Something is aligning behind the scenes. And I feel like this message is for somebody who has been asking for something to happen and also asking, is anything happening? You have to create a new vision for yourself. You have to step away from betrayal and doing things that hurt you and others, as well as allowing others to do things that hurt themselves and you. You have to integrate everything you knew and use all the skills and consolidate who you were into one full essence being that's ready to take on the mission that they have in this life. Beautiful. So yeah, I feel like this message is for somebody who has been asking, is anything actually happening? Or am I just waiting for nothing? Am I just waiting for nothing? Wow. Am I just waiting for nothing? So here's what you've overcome. Here's what you've overcome. You've overcome people trying to deceive you into believing that they weren't this devil energy and something that was trying to control your life and manipulate you in all ways and in all ways. Someone who's trying to cause you depression, grief, sadness, miscommunication, misfortune, I'm hearing alignment, and also trying to get others to join in their brigade, all these swords. The person started as the one sword, and they tried to get a whole group against you, doing devilish things that never succeeded. Devil in reverse, right? Doing things to confine you, constrain you, manipulate you, conflict you, get in the way of your desires, and get in the way of who you truly are. So this is big jealous energy here. Whenever you see this show up like this, I'm going to let you know right now, it means there's a lot of people in your life that are jealous of you. They're jealous of your power. They're jealous of your indifference, right? You don't care. You're watching life unfold the way that it's supposed to for you. And this scares them. And they're very jealous. So they'll try to introduce more devil energies. They'll try to make you feel like the bad guy. They'll try to give you depression, despair, grievances, dissatisfaction, and unhealthy circumstances and experiences, situations, persons, places, things, and vibrations in your life. Wow. I'm going to put these on the bottom because that shows us where you came from. You came from getting over these devil energies. You came from relieving the depression and not letting people get to you. Even though they tried to blame you, this is also those people who tried to blame you. They tried to blame you because their energy was murky and seedy, and you decided to step away from it. And you probably didn't even know why you were stepping away from it at the time. But it slowly or fastly, okay, quickly, revealed itself to you that they were never worth your time, that you needed to move quickly, go within, and create new desires, create new fulfillment, create new internal discernment, create new internal alignment, create new, okay, I'm hearing internal retrospection. So at the end of the day, you made it. They can do whatever they want. They can feel however they want, but they did it to themselves. When they didn't care about you, that was them doing it to themselves. When they made you the enemy, that was them doing it to themselves. When they acted like you couldn't ride in on the white horse and cut their head off, I'm using the term loosely, don't go cutting heads off, but they did it to themselves. It caused your restoration. It caused your restoration. The star coming out here, it helped you see the truth, justice. So now with star, justice, temperance, and the page of wands out here, and then the negative cards that we see down there, well, we can see with the conflict cards that this means you have a new vision and view that you are taking towards a horizon that leads to new hills, valleys, mountains. So new obstacles and challenges, but new horizons as well. 3, page of wands energy. Temperance. You're consolidating all of this, all of the fast movement, all of the winning moves, all of the integration, and all of the moves that may have hurt yourself and others, and the allowance. This is how you allowed others to hurt you. I'm not gonna lie. Five of Swords coming up in reverse like this. That's what that means. This is how you've allowed others to hurt you. But now you have Temperance, right? You're transmuting. You're, look at this. This is like a water stream. And the water is actually magnetizing into the other cup. It's the lower cup, right? So that's higher emotions elevating to a lower plane and elevating the lower plane to a higher synchronicity with the higher realms. And the angels who are helping you to do this, transmute. Beautiful. And in this transmutation, there's a restoration in the star that's coming, right? First, we see the angel pouring the water into the cup, right? Then we see the star, you, coming up and pouring your remnants into the pool of mass consciousness, being the brightest light that you can. Entering justice and seeing the truth for all it is and knowing that you are on the right path. Okay. These are very powerful. This is very powerful, if I do say so myself. So I don't want you to feel like nothing's happening in your life. That's what this is about. And let me tell you something. On this channel, I was ordained to give a certain amount of messages, right? And then they were like, as soon as you give this amount of messages, you don't have to deliver any more messages. So we have 4 messages to go until that point. We got 4 more messages, you guys. 4 more messages. All right. Does it mean that I'm going to stop reading for you guys? No. Your wish is fulfilled. I'll be here forever. Okay? Okay? We'll create this new reality, 3 of Pentacles together. Fair enough. You can rest easy, safe in the knowledge, knowing that I'm not going anywhere. And I'll help you put up the good fight. That's 7 of Wands energy. You will see the higher truth because you're right here with me, the higher power. Things will move a little bit quicker because you can see the truth. And you're with me, right? We align you so that you can move quickly. Things will start to manifest and develop in your life. Blessings that are of a financial or material gain. No more poverty, strife, or conflict in your material world. You can fully step into your manifesting abilities, leaving sorrows and disasters behind, knowing that you are fulfilled and enlightened, leading to your twin flame or soulmate connection that you so deeply deserve, giving you new creative inspiration and willpower to move through life on an emotional and intuitive level, knowing which way to take and using the discernment that I give you to make wise decisions, being in your true embodiment and the author of your own story, Queen of Wands energy, the charismatic, compassionate, but loving and direct, willful and purposeful monarch. That's you. Holding the world in the palm of your hands and seeing the vision clearly. Understanding that the lovers are not about finding true love, but about internal alignment, right? Internal integrity that attracts love to you, and getting your happily ever after from being the magician in your life, manifesting the truth and releasing old associations connected to the past and emotions that no longer serve you, focusing on the outcomes that didn't work out in your favor. The moon showing that you have more than one choice at all times, and the 10 of Pentacles to let you know that the legacy of wealth is coming into your life. Trust your discernment and do not be afraid of the choices that you need to make. They'll help you to release the burdens that are no longer yours and build the new life that you deserve, close the karmic cycles that so deeply deserve to be closed by you, and live accepting only messages of love, intuition, and deep, sincere guidance for you that are true, while holding a balanced, level aspect in yourself and in your life, internally and externally. Also knowing when not to act and holding the right frequency, High Priestess energy, allowing things to change as they will, not trying to step in the way of changes, but flowing and molding with them, releasing all the heartbreaks from the past and all the emotions that no longer serve you, Ultimately embodying this new worthiness, deservedness, and ultimate connection to abundance and happiness in life. Knowing that you hold the truth inside, being all that you need to grow into in this life, understanding that alone time serves you well, but releasing all the conflicts in which others dwell. Knowing that you will be victorious in the end because of your new vibration and your new frequency that has let this abundant, nurturing, carefree, exuberant, magical, miraculous, and beautifully nourishing, luxurious, supportive time be. Okay. So that's what the cards are channeling through for you, right? We just like read you almost a whole deck in that little time. Okay? So we don't want anyone to feel like they're missing anything. That's the truth. That's the truth of you. You need to hear the truth again. You can run that back, play it slowly or play it fast or however you need to. That's it. All right. So we got your cards out here. We got some cards out here. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle these because they've told us quite a bit already, and that means they've got some more to tell. So, usually I would just use another deck, but something tells me your message is in this deck. The same way that I tried to read that through from where we were to where you are and all the things coming through for you. Well, all that came from the one deck, right? So today is a one deck reading. Oddly, usually I use it's only one tarot deck. Excuse me. Well, we might pick some sovereignty cards. I don't know if we're actually going to do that, but we might. And ultimately, we also have some animal cards up here. So you're building into something, and it's helping you grow internally and externally, materially, your body, your work, your material world, your financial world, and overall your reality creation. So this is you trying to create and build into a new reality for yourself. Through this restoration and you consolidating all the things you had after you walked away from people who were clearly trying to betray you over and over again. That's what this is. This is, I was betrayed over and over again, and they still think that they got away with it. Do you want to know that that's the most sincere part of this? Not only did they betray you, but they actually feel like they got away with it. Right? When people are too dumb to know they're messing with the right one. That's the energy this gives. And I'm going to say this is your job. This is the people who've been in your life. This is the people who feel like they actually have the same amount of power as you. This is all the idiots in your life. Okay. Sorry. I don't want to call them idiots, but they are. And let's be clear. Something is aligning behind the scenes, and I feel like this message is for somebody who has been asking, is anything actually happening? Okay. Well, we're about to let you know, yes, it is. Because you want to know, is anything happening, or am I just waiting for nothing? Because the energy I'm picking up on is very clear. You may not have the proof yet. You may not have the message yet. You may not have the opportunity in your hands yet. And you may not see the door opening yet. But something is moving. Something is moving arranged. Something is moving corrected. Something is moving that you have built into. Look at this. This is the same energy, you guys. 7 and 8. 7 and 8. 7, I'm realigning. I'm seeing exactly how far I've come. I'm checking my work. I know exactly what's doing, and I'm moving forward into the 8, into the mastery of whatever this 7 was, becomes the 8, where I can put it all together, and it can start to culminate in my life. So that's beautiful, right? After I make decisive decisions and let go of the emotions associated with the past that no longer serve me, that are keeping me confused, distorted in my thought patterns. That's it. Look at this energy. Look at it. What else is this energy? This is 787 energy. So celestial code 787, you might find some deeper guidance there. You can look up an angel number 787, or maybe I'll give it to you right here, right? In the Celestial Oracle, I can do that. I don't like to do that like this, right? I put that on my channel so that it's universal. It might not apply to everyone when I just give you direct guidance, right? That's why I can do angel number readings, and that's why I can do angel number Reiki, and that's why I can do all the things because we tailor that to you. And so sometimes, if I'm not spiritually wisely focused on angel celestial codes, angel numbers coming out for the knowledge of humanity, then they'll come out for the direct individual, and that's different. But if you look at celestial codes on my channel, right, angel numbers, celestial codes decoded, or celestial codes decoded, angel numbers decoded, then you can see how those numbers apply to humanity universally, right? Angel numbers are just an alignment, vibration, okay? Don't listen to other readers. They don't know what angel numbers are. They don't. They don't. So I'm going to let you know what they are today. Angel numbers are a specific sign, synchronicity, or symbol that comes through from the universe when you have aligned with a certain vibration and frequency. So the universe is trying to let you know, hey, you're in this alignment, in this frequency now. This is what this means, right? I can only talk to you through the universal code of language, which is numbers. And you have every right to disregard or regard this message. But at the end of the day, that's what it is. The numbers come from you. You cannot pay attention to the numbers, and you might still get what the numbers are trying to tell you, is what I'm telling you. It's a vibration and frequency. And these people on YouTube are trying to make themselves feel better because they're telling you about your vibration and frequency. No, you're not. You're not special for calling out angel numbers. You're not special for thinking about them. Okay? What you are special for is for them appearing and manifesting in your life. And it's not like they manifested because you're special. They manifested because your energy is special. The way you're living your life is special. The way that you show up in reality is special. And you need to see how special that is. And that's when the angels appear. That's when the dragonflies appear. That's when the crows, the doves, the whatever has been speaking to your life appears. Okay? So that's coming from the Celestial Prince of Divine Guidance. There you go. What does Celestial Prince of Divine Guidance mean? No, it doesn't mean that I don't need guidance or that I only give guidance. It means the guidance you all have to ask for, right? You have to come search for me and find this guidance. Well, I don't have to do that. It's with me already. That's all that means. All right. Okay. So if you've been feeling like there's movement in the air, but your physical reality is not fully caught up yet, this reading may be confirmation that you are not imagining. And what you may not see right now may be exactly what is protecting the blessing from arriving too early, too messy, or in the wrong form. So before we truly begin, before we get into this energy, because this is very perplexing energy. That's what this is as well. Perplexed. Look at it. I'm building into this. Will it ever pay off? I'm building into this. I know that it's great, but will everyone else see it that way? And I know that I can build into a new structure, but am I choosing the right way? It's very perplexed energy. So before we begin, please remember, this is a general collective reading. So take what resonates and leave what does not. Do not force the message, please. Do not give your power away to any reader. That's what I'm telling you today. Reading, card, sign, symbol, or spiritual message. Don't you dare give your power away. If they make you feel some type of way, you can bring it right back here and I'll let you know what anything means. That's what you got on this channel. You can't do that on other channels. They'll be like, did you see that in my reading? Well, I don't know. You don't have to do that here. Here, you can bring me any of their bullshit as well. And I will dissect that for you. Beloved soul family. You don't have to live in confusion. You're with me. So don't force this message. Don't give your power away to any reader. Reading, card, sign, symbol, or spiritual message. Use your discernment. Use your intuition. Use your connection with the Most High. Your higher self. Your guides. Your angels. Your own inner knowing. This reading is here to bring clarity confirmation, encouragement, and guidance. But you are still the authority over your own life, your own choices, and your own path, you guys. You're so powerful. You don't have to be me or any of the other ones that you identify with that you feel like are doing things that you don't do. You don't have to. You can release the devilish energies. You can release the overthinking, the fear, the overwhelm, the doubt, the worry, the sorrow, the grief, the sadness, the overly concentrated thought patterns associated with the past that no longer serve you. The emotions associated with the past that no longer serve you. That created Ten of Pentacles energy and makes people feel like you're not you. Like you can't do all the things that you can do. Like you haven't been pardoning them every time you let them get away with something. You felt like they were just getting away with it. No, you were letting them get away with it. You let them get away with it. You'll know when you decide not to let them get away with it anymore because you will see instant results for their justification in reality. The fact that I'm here means that we're in a time, a new phase for humanity that is associated with justice and liberation and morality. And that's the chopping block they are stepping up to if they get in the way of that truth. The guides are letting me know that this is a part 1. This will be a 4-part series. So let me explain this now. I hope you're in the middle, or you're in the end of this reading, because all 4 of the next readings will be for you. Hierophant energy. Now I am Hierophant energy, okay? Why am I Hierophant energy? Well, because I was born on May 8th, I do things like this, which means I'm in my higher calling. And I have a Sagittarius ascendant, and I was born under a Sagittarius full moon. So that's a perfect contradiction of energies that leads to the acclamation and recognition, okay, of the accolades, of the awards, of the acknowledgement for all that I've done for others, for this higher truth and wisdom I stand for that I have given the masses, that is creating legacy wealth, that is freeing me from holding on to finances in my material world to the point where it's, look at this, look in the background here, look in the background here. Do you see that? That's a city behind him. And he's got his feet on pinnacles, 1 pinnacle in his hand and 1 above. That's 4 pinnacles. You want to know what this represents? It represents the fact that you're stepping on your financial abundance and trying to hold it so tight and keep it away from anything that is not within or of you, that it's disconnecting you from your community. So that's the end of that too. It's the end of you having to fight your way. The end of you having to rest through it because your wishes are going to be fulfilled. As you embody this new logical, diplomatic, understanding, caring, but willfully passionate about mental processes and communication to the point of neutralization of problems while you're making choices that express your true authenticity in the moon, revealing secrets, stepping into your true north node where you embody the caring, nurturing, supportive aspects that you so deeply deserve, while also being in the integrity and alignment of the lovers, which is truly you stepping into the integrity, the alignment, the understanding, and the knowing, and the willpower to balance your life and truly step into all of the value, the worthiness, the credibility, the prosperity, the abundance, and I am hearing the deep, nurturing, supportive community and life and experience that you so deeply deserve. Jaguar comes out as the animal card to let you know protection and courage are on your side, so be courageous in all you do. Act in spite of fear. Be logical and practical in your steps. Think it through before you act, but act. Woo! So the guides are telling me, because we had to explain so much here, that this is now gonna be a part 5, right? This is a part 5 reading. So this is part 1. Okay, this shows you what we're talking about, how this is, and where it's going. Why are we doing this way? Let's talk about it. And then I'm gonna give you some Sovereign Stability Index Oracle cards that I created that will give you actions and all the things that these cards do not, right? That other readers do not. What makes me the 1%? What makes me better than 99 point whatever percent of readers out there, right? I'm in the top 1%. Why? Well, that's because I can break down what all of this dysfunctional energy is and make it functional for you. I can assess exactly what's going on, give you the pattern, right? And then give you the actions to break the pattern. Or align you with your highest timeline and then show you the steps to take to get there. I can do all these things. Most readers can't. They just can't. Right? You get a reading with me, I give you a 3-month roadmap. I don't just give you whatever the reading said. I give you an instruction manual that lets you know exactly how to go to get the outcomes that you want. And I don't end the reading until you feel like you're in a better way than you were when you showed up on that day. So, you can see that in the way I read here, and you will see that in the way I read personally. But at the end of the day, what's happening here and personally is irrelevant. Because let me tell you what these cards are saying. These cards are saying you have to create a new vision and a way to go. Some new aspect of this world and focusing on new growth. Look at this. Look. Do you see on his staff? It's barren. Look, it almost looks like he's in a desert, right? There's no life. There's no sustenance around him. And his energy, his manifesting ability, Page of Wands, Prince of Wands, is growing sustenance through his own power. That's what that is. 3 different gifts that have grown through your own power. When you felt like you had nothing, you felt like all you had were the pyramids, the structure, the physical world that was barren for you and not giving you any kind of happiness, but you're cloaked in this yellow and black, which shows that you have power over the shadow through your happiness, fulfillment, and free will. You were growing new things in your life, even in a barren wasteland. That's the message of the Page of Wands. You're releasing the things that no longer serve you, the situations, people, places, and experiences. You're stopping the behaviors that have hurt you and others, and you are no longer accepting the behaviors of others that hurt themselves and you. You're consolidating all this information into a new understanding, a new zeal for life, a new growing, a new learning. That equals you processing and consolidating all of the aspects of yourself that will lead to a new restoration, fulfillment in life, soul recall, a reset, and you finally stepping into your highest potentiality while making moves that seem quick and unthought out to others, but are very thought out, calculated moves that will serve you and the highest good of all of those around you. And after you make these quick moves, right, when things shift quickly in your life, you're being asked to reflect on what has come, what will be, what you've done, what things have happened and been done for you, and how can this help you to not only accept the blessings already in your world, already on the ground, right, but accept a new blessing coming into your life that the divine is trying to deliver to you. While you accomplish your goals, go decisively after your goals, logically and practically take steps toward accomplishing and completing or assessing or neutralizing problems and issues in your life through a higher truth, awareness, and understanding that dissolves, displaces, and completely neutralizes devil energies. I don't care what kind of devil energy. This can be drugs. This can be cigarettes. This can be drink. This can be you letting people walk all over you. This can be procrastination. This can be my observance of others' observances of bad behavior in their lives and the bad behavior that I have identified with. This can be, I thought I had it all figured out, but I didn't have anything figured out. Now I need to go back to the drawing board because it seems things had me figured out better than I had things figured out. That's also this energy. This is, I wake up every day conflicted, construed, and confined, complacent, or betrayed, depressed, feeling unhappy with my life. This is also, you thought you got the best of me, but the best is still yet to be seen. It's all that energy. And it comes from you releasing all of the swords, the doubts, the fears, the worry, the mayhem, the overthinking, the probability of the outcome not working out for you, the undesirable circumstances, the grievances in life, the situations that made you feel like you no longer had options, the weights that weighed you down and made you feel like you were drowning in a world that watched you go through this. And it led to this restoration after you release the situations from the past that no longer served you and the people who held the same vibration and frequency for you. Now you have a deeper truth, right? So we're going to leave these out here because you know how I feel. I'm like, if the cards stay out there, then we can read the energy a little bit further. This is a 4-part reading, and I think that now the guys are saying it's going to become a 5-part reading because we have to explain too much here. We have to explain too much here. And that's okay. We're not mad. I'm not mad. I don't ever be mad that I had to explain something. It's just sometimes things might not go the way that I wanted them to or the way that I said they would because too much explaining needed to happen. Too many new narratives needed to be present so that you felt comfortable moving forward. Right? I know what this is. I don't know it fully, but I know enough to know that we're ready to move on, but you're not ready to move on. That's what the guides are telling me. You need more. You need a lot more to this reading. This is a level up reading. Let me be clear. This is you're about to make more money, level up, and everybody's about to be feeling some type of way because you don't give them the type of day any more reading. Do you hear me? So it's very serious. It's very powerful. You got some powerful cards out here by themselves. The Star, Justice, the Devil. In reverse, mind you. The Devil in reverse, Justice in reverse, and the Star upright, Temperance upright. Well, that means, and with this, let me just read these cards the way that they're out. You've released the burdens that no longer serve you. It's leading to a new beginning that is focused and fully supported by the fundamental way you feel inside, which is controlling the way that you externalize your emotions, your intuition, leading to a new beginning in your life that ultimately leads to a fulfillment in your desires, in your material world, in your emotional world. Emotional fulfillment on all levels, happily ever after. That's that energy. After a time of poverty, maybe homelessness, but ultimately, when you were at odds with your physical and material world, they created conflict and contrast or change in your life. So that's where you've been and where you're going. Right? Right. So we can put these over here too. I'll probably use another deck tomorrow because we use a lot of cards out of this deck. Okay. I put most of them back and reshuffled them, but you know what I mean? Just on the board we got 10. Then just for that little information, we used another 6. So that's 16. There's 78 in the deck. And I feel like we need all 78 to get through this. So let's be clear. You need to be believing in the way that life is unfolding for you. And you need to be accepting who you are and how important you are. Because that's the other thing. Yeah, I had a certain amount of messages that I needed to do. They're done. They're done, you guys. The messages are done, you guys. Can you hear me? The messages are done. Does that mean I'm going to give up on you? Of course not. Does it mean I won't keep showing up for you? Of course I will. But let's be clear. Celestial Oracle, Celestial Prince of Divine Guidance, Archangel Samuel, whatever you want to call that. At the end of the day, I have other things to do, right? I have to fix the mindset of humanity, right? I have to make another channel where you feel comfortable rebirthing and stepping into manifesting abilities that you don't yet know you have. Queen of Wands in reverse. Rebirth right up. You're going through the transformation. I'm trying to help you get there. But at the end of the day, these messages were never the most important part. They're very important for your lives. They're very important for the fabric of the universe. They're very important for the way reality is supposed to go. They're very important for the significance that we all want you to feel and desire so that we can all ascend. But at the end of the day, the most important thing that I have to do here is to create that next channel, right? To create magnetic mind hacks, to create the way where you can actually subdue your subconscious mind, to create the way where you can finally sleep with your sleep habits and understand how you can have a fulfilled day off 1, 2, 3 hours of sleep, okay? To finally stop being an insomniac and clear all of the trauma, the fear, the doubt, the worry, the miscommunication, the self-sabotaging effects, the overall core wounds in your life. Do you want the trauma, the fear, all of that removed? Well, that's what the new channel does. It supersedes anything else on YouTube for that reason. Because the people who are about to do what I can do don't do that for free. They don't. It's actually the one rule they teach you when they're teaching you to do it. You will not do this for free. I'm not doing it for free. I'm doing it because I love you. That's not free. And at the end of the day, that's love. So, know that it's coming. And that's what I'm working towards right now. And that's where these messages have been leading. Right? For every affliction I described in these messages, for every heartache, for every disturbance, for every distortion, I have a process in this new channel that's coming through that can get rid of it. I have a process that can restore you to full capacity, recalibrate your nervous system, consolidate all that you ever knew, give you a new vision, which we call magnetic alignment, right? This is someone who's magnetically aligned, is the other version of that. Page 1, magnetic alignment, right? To associate with you with that higher truth, to give you the strength to walk away from relationships and emotions associated with the past that no longer serve you, to give you rebirth energy, to step you into the confidence that you so deeply deserve, to make you the predominant creator in your life, which is also Queen of Wands energy, to give you the introspection so you can see the blessings you have, 3 of Cups down here, and 1 in the air, the one that's coming to you, to give you the rights and principles to make decisive decisions that make a difference in your life and the lives of others, in spite of the barren wasteland that we see in the page, in spite of you feeling like you had to create something from nothing, and ultimately feeling and knowing here with the Knight of Wands that creation has always been with you. See him? He's riding fast through the barren land, fast through the desert, into creation. To know that you have higher truth and justice, to rid yourself of all the devil energies, the misalignment, the complacency, the doubt, the worry, the fear, the procrastination, the addictions, the afflictions, the negative, non-beneficial beliefs and habits, all of it. And more importantly, to rid you of the depression, the problems, the insignificant, but so significant circumstances that change the way you view people and the world around you. That's what this new channel does. Gets rid of all that. So I gotta work on it. You know what I mean? I'm not going to stop giving you messages here. Okay? But this has been a big part of what I've been working on and toward this entire time. And these have been the messages. Oh, I need to keep these out here. We're gonna do part 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? This is so long, we might do a 5. That's what I'm hearing. We might do a 5. But at the end of the day, let me get these back out here, and I still don't have them all in order, but that's okay. Because, you know I know how to read. So, so there ain't no way that what the cards are saying is going to slip by me. You ain't got to worry about that. Okay. But grace and honor, the courage, right? To be you, to act in spite of fear. That's what you're being called to embody now. Like, you're so afraid it's not going to work out. You're so afraid it's going to be a betrayal. You're so afraid of not seeing the truth. You're so afraid that this rebirth and restoration, look how they came out together. You're so afraid if the star and death come out together, you have been reborn and are restored. Okay? Through higher truth, through justice, in your Queen of Wands energy, charismatic, willful, and creating new experiences in your life. Thank you. Confirmation received. Releasing the devil energies. Releasing the depression. We don't have to go through it again. We're 40 minutes in now. I'm going to let it go. I'm going to let it go. Okay? I love you. I'm going to let it go. So, we're going to end it here. We're going to make it part 5. This is part 1 now. Wasn't supposed to be. It was supposed to be so much more than this, I'm sure. I can feel it. And that's okay, right? It comes out the way that it's supposed to. I deliver your messages how I'm supposed to. And I might say that we're rushing and then it'll be like 2 hours, right? Because, well, it wasn't meant to be rushed. Like, that's the bottom line. So I allow it to be what it's supposed to be, right? In spite of me, honestly. Lord knows I don't ever have time. But I will always make time. Okay? So just know that this is a general collective reading. So please take what resonates and lovingly leave what does not for whom it is meant for. Do not force the message. Do not give your power away to any reader. Reading, card, sign, symbol, or spiritual message, right? Divine principles, sign, symbols, synchronicities, and divine guidance. So do not let any of those things take away from your free will and agency. Use your discernment, use your intuition, use your connection with the Most High. Heavenly Father Absolute, your ancestors, the Creator Divine. There's 1,000 different ways that people express this, but that same omnipotent higher power or energy is always the same. The ego is the thing that's important to the name. And the name is the thing that's important to the ego. So let it go. Use your connection with this aspect of reality, this aspect of divinity, this aspect of spirituality, this aspect of the Most High, your higher self, your guides, your guardians, your angels, and your own inner knowing. This reading is here to bring clarity, confirmation, encouragement, and guidance, but you are still the authority over your own life, your own choices, and your own path. And with that being said, I hope this message finds whomever and all it is meant to create the difference in your world, in your life, that I truly hope to see soon. I love you unconditionally, each and every one of you. If you're not a subscriber, please do consider subscribing. I told you we were going to pull a couple of Sovereign Stability Index cards. So I'll shuffle them once. I'll knock 3 times. The top 3 will be the actions for you to take. And then we're going to get out of here and we're going to leave it just that way. Okay? And for the next 3 days now, 3-4 days, whatever it is, these readings will be meant for a special collective that's really trying to get through what I'm talking about here. So you'll know if this message is for you. I love you all unconditionally. Unconditionally. Number 1. Right? We're only doing actions, so I'm not going to read into the cards like I usually do. The actions. Speak about yourself in present evolved language. So be kind to yourself and act like you're the shit. Schedule intentional restoration. Give yourself the rest and relaxation that you truly need and deeply deserve. Oh my gosh. I don't believe it. Okay, so when I originally made these, I made 700 cards, right? But I made 707 because there were 7 cards that were only for my Oracle deck. Because if I ever create these in reality, it's only going to be 700 between the 9 decks that it will be. And each one will be a different part of life, right? Money, spirituality, love, well, or all the things. For love, spirituality, practicality, what? Contribution, growth, experience, all that. Okay. So this is this is the first card out of the extra 7 cards that only belong in my deck, you guys. That's how special you are. That's how special you are. I made these 7 cards for me, right? And if they popped up, then I would know the collective that I was talking to was above and beyond the norm. So listen to me. You're above and beyond the norm. 4555 celestial code. Look that up. That's for you. Angel number. I'm sorry. I'll give it to you here if you like. I'll put it here too. But 454. So 4544555 from the celestial oracle code. What that means is it's a combination of the sequence of the 4s and the 5s. And I'll let you know that here in a second. Okay. Listen to me. This message coming out is very, very powerful. Don't change your mind. Do you hear me? Don't change your mind. Don't do it. Maybe you've been indecisive in the past and you need to get very clear on what you want now, and the universe is taking so long to give you what you want because you keep changing your mind. Find your courage in the situation you are in and stand your ground. Find the courage in the situation you're in and stand your ground. This situation requires you to be bold and unwavering in whatever you intuitively know you need to be unwavering about at this time. That means don't lose your footing. Don't give in. Stand 10 toes down. You're right. You are right. I don't care about their ignorance. I don't care about their lack of acknowledgement. I don't care what they told you you were. They don't even know what they are. So listen to me. Listen to me. Don't change your mind. Keep going. Trust in yourself. Be bold and unwavering at this time. Unapologetically you. They're wrong. They're wrong. I don't know who needs to hear that. I love you unconditionally, but that's the truth. This situation requires you to be bold and unwavering. Unwavering in whatever you intuitively know you need to be unwavering about at this time. You know. You know. Okay? That's the action. Schedule intentional rest and relaxation, restoration. Okay? Vacation. Schedule a vacation. Use your time off as time to just relax, be, integrate, and just really enjoy your humanology right now. All right, so you are outgrowing who you were. So you need to be scheduling intentional restoration. And remember, this situation requires you to be bold and unwavering in whatever you intuitively know you need to be unwavering about at this time. Oh, my beautiful collective, my beautiful collective, my beautiful collective, my beautiful collective. I cannot get over you. I love you each and every one unconditionally. If you're not a subscriber, do please consider subscribing. We'd love to have you around. And other than that, this will round out the defined messages for Spirit, right? There was a certain amount of messages for all of you who are on the channel now. Ooh, that's coming through powerful too. All of you who are on the channel now, you're very, very important, right? I'm sure you're on many readers' channels, and I don't think there's any reader who reads like me, and there's definitely no reader who has this small of a following, right? There's no reader who reads like me, and they don't have this small of a following. Well, that's because I am an alignment reader, right? I read you into your new life. I read you into your happiness. They read you into your emotions. That's why they have so many subscribers, because people are identifying with the way they make them feel. Well, you're identifying with the things that I can help you to unfold in your life. And it takes a high alignment for that, right? It takes a higher knowing, a higher truth, a higher understanding, a higher trust, a higher faith, and a higher embodiment to be on this channel. And that's very important in this world today. So to each and every one of my subscribers, I love you all unconditionally. You are all very much important. If you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing. If you do subscribe, well, that lets me know how important you are. If you don't, well, then that lets me know that you are misaligned. And that's okay. Either way, I love you all unconditionally. I wish you nothing but the best. I'm seeing in my third eye, I'm seeing replace bad habits and negative and alchemize negative feelings. Either way, this has been such an enlightening experience for me. And even if the messages end after these next 4 messages, which I don't believe they will, but I do have a lot to work on, but this took the front burner until I could get the messages to whom so deeply deserved them, so deeply required them, so deeply resonated with my energy. And that's all of you. And I thank you. Because we're getting to the end of the message, I'll have to think of a way to give you guys a prize, right? For being here, for showing up for your messages, for understanding that they're for you, for being a part of this greater movement, and for being a part of my greater experience in life. You are irreplaceable. I love you unconditionally. I send you all my light and my love, and I will see you in my next life.